Hello everyone, and this video will demonstrate literary theory from history of literary criticism from Aristotle to modern. So, this is your first time to watch my video, like, share, and comment, and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to click bell button. So the first thing is literary theory is confusing you. A lot of books, literary criticism, political history, structuralism, post-structuralism, modernism, postmodernism, new historicism. So a lot of theories will confuse you, right? Right. For net set preparation, you are going to know about some technologies, smart work plus hard work. So you are going to know about as per the syllabus of NET English literature syllabus from Aristotle to cultural studies. So modernism, postmodernism, post-structuralism, structuralism, and cultural studies. We have to know about all the literary theory members as well as their terminologies, coined words. So, from the start of Aristotle's Poetics, we have to know about what are the terms he introduced to the literary criticism. The hamartia is a tragic flaw. Uh, because of this one tragic flaw inserted to a tragic hero, that is the reason to downfall the hero. And peripecia is a sudden change from fortune or position of hero from top position to downfall. That is a turning point later. And poetic justice is a term introduced by Thomas Rhymer. It means virtue rewarded, evil punished. So it is a kind of a judgment. And catharsis is a make audience pity and fear. And catastrophe is the end of the tragedy, and denouement is a end of a comedy. Anagrasis, it indicates the hero uh, in one particular situation he understand the plot and he understand the whole scene behind his memory. So we have to know start our literary English literary criticism from Sydney. So the Stephen Gosgain is the foremost man who write the School of Abuse book. So in that particular book, he make comment on these things, and he dedicated it to Philip Sidney. So Philip Sidney, in his another great work is Apology for Poetry. Because of this work only, he wrote that. But fantastic history of beginning of English literary criticism. And Ben Jonson, he also talk about comedy of humors in his work. And then we skip to neoclassical age, essay on of dramatic poesy, 1668. It is published in a such kind of a interlocutors form. So four members they talk about their literature. Dryden and many other great members they talk about they clearly about literary criticism, how it is going on, which literature is high. So Neander character is Dryden himself. So many other characters represent different critics. And John Dryden, um, in his prologue of his great work Aurangzeb, he confesses that um, grows weary of his long loved mistress rhyme. So after that only Dryden is father of English literary criticism. It's said by Samuel Johnson, Dr. Samuel Johnson. So next Pope and Addison. Pope and Addison contributed their different work, but in the particular work like the Poetic Justice, as I told you earlier. So Joseph Addison discussed Thomas Rhymer's notion Poetic Justice in Spectator number 40 True and false wit in Spectator 62. Sublime discussed in Spectator 412. Next, minor poets in Romantic Age. Oliver Goldsmith also in his essay on the theatre to the Westminster Magazine attacks sentimental comedy as a bastard tragedy. And Thomas De Quincey in his letters of advice to a young man whose education has been neglected offered a long important distinction. All that is literature seeks to communicate power, all that is not literature to communicate knowledge. And William Hazlitt also his finest essay, Lectures on the English Poets and the Spirit of Age. And Romantic Age, as already we know that William Wordsworth, uh, 1798 is advertisement for lyrical ballads, and he has preface to second edition to the lyrical ballads 1800. So the appendix edition started published in 1802, and the essay supplementary to the edition supplementary of edition 1815. So St. Coleridge started his great work, contribution work, biography literaria, and P.B. Shelley, A Defense of Poetry. And Shelley's work, another great work, A Defense of Poetry, was written in 1821. So it is a immediate, it's a response to Thomas Love Peacock, who wrote the Four Ages of Poetry in 1820. So he dedicated that work to Shelley. So that makes him to write this work, A Defense of Poetry. So John Keats' famous quote that if poetry comes out as naturally as a leaves to a country, it had been not come at all. So it appears the letters to John Tyler written on February 27, 1818. So Walter Pater's great theory for art's sake, and the greatest work, Matthew Arnold, Essays on Criticism on Translating Humor, the study of Celtic literature. So the grand style, his coined terms is much like lengthy like the grand style, the modern spirit, the best that has been known and taught, the function of criticism at the present, sweetness and lightness, reasonableness, Hebraism and Hellenism, culture and anarchy, doing as one likes, the best self, high seriousness, touchstone, a criticism of life, criticism life. So these are the common idioms used, completely coined by Matthew Arnold from Victorian age. So modern critics, it is ended in the time of T.S. Eliot. The half of the 20th century has fulfilled because at the time of T.S. Eliot's contribution to literary criticism, in his preface to volume of essays from Lancelot and Jews, T.S. Eliot describes his beliefs classical in literature, royalist in politics, and Anglo-Catholics in religion. So this work is quoted in this particular work. And I.A. Richards, according to I.A. Richards, most of the human utterance, nearly all unarticulate speech can be regarded as a 4 points of view, namely sense, feeling, tone, and intonation. So Northrop Fryer, anatomy criticism is they discuss about four different narratives: comic for spring season, romantic for summer season, tragic for autumn season, ironic for winter season. So modern critics F.R. Lewis, Henry James, William Webster, there is no such things as moral or immoral. Their moral books are well written or badly written. That's all. So Oscar Wilde made this comment in his preface to the picture of a Dorian Gray. These are the important points you are know about for our immediate quick response for set net examination or PG classes. So literary criticism from Aristotle to modern critics is enough for this kind of a thing. And in next video we will see another different topic. Thanks for watching this video and support this channel. Thank you.